like Ninja Gaiden style and going. You should check it out.
And we're off. Let's go.
So this first level's going to start. It's going to focus more on the tutorial things than anything else. It's going to introduce you to the story. Basically, this guy is a ninja. He's decided to go to class for the first time in ages. He's a bit complacent, and he's waiting for this Western hero to turn up and save them from great evil.
This guy's going to teach you how to do the clan's clown step tech. Once again, that's cloud step. When you see the lines under the ninja's feet, that gives you another jump mid-air. So whenever you slash something mid-air, you get an extra jump. Sure enough, the demons have attacked, and the runner's going to put a special input to do a shorter hop than usual. So they're going to proceed right forward to confront the demon.
Yeah, who's this guy?
This guy is the Western hero prophesied to save the ninja village just in the nick of time. You see, when he shot enemies on Kuninga's screen, they delivered one time shard. That's a currency used in this game. The enemies have a 40% chance. They're going to want 40 of those by the time they get to the first shop in this game, their first purchase.
So you'll notice these text boxes scrolling by incredibly quickly. That's thanks to the developers who actually saved us all from mashing. They added in an ability to skip those text boxes automatically, which means that everyone's on a level playing field and it's not down to your ability to mash.
Big shout out to Sabotage for saving us there. And you'll notice that both runners are using Japanese text. This is because shops are still maybe a couple frames faster, but in the past it's mostly we use Japanese because it would reduce the time you had to mash the text.
Also, it's just speed running, right? In general, it's faster.
Typically, yeah, that's one of those nuanced approaches. So slashing through those blocks there, they each take 3 hits. But you'll notice it can kind of cue a slash early and deliver 2 hits in the same frame. It's pretty simple left to right platforming elements, and the Autumn Hills are first real. And Kuningas has just barely taken the lead, both runners having enough shards to make a quick jump and buy their first upgrade, Strike the Ninja. This lets them hit enemy projectiles.
So
you want to tell them what they also
upgrade there, which allows them to climb the walls. Now you won't see them directly climbing the walls. We use a jump technique as expected from these style of platformers. If you've seen Mega Man X or basically anything with that wall grab ability, we do tend to jump rather than just climbing directly up.
Coming up ahead, we have a ninja ball pit full of spikes, of course. And spikes deliver 3 damage to the ninja. They can be quite dangerous. We're going to jump in here and hope to get damage boosted to the right. Unfortunately, Entu goes to the left and has to wait for a platform.
Yeah, new focus. It's about a 1 second difference making the spike pit or not. Good thing about at least missing it is that you're going to have enough time shards by the end of the level where you are able to buy 2 other upgrades that are pretty mandatory, but we'll come into that a little bit later in about 3 minutes.
Right, and new viewers will notice that the music muffled a little bit when entering water, which is a little beat sound. We're going to do another damage boost through the second saw blade up. And both runners are going to try to get to 130 of those time shards by the next shop so they can get the shuriken upgrade and sort of a damage boost that lets them boost through taking damage.
Ooh, that fake.
Entu was looking like he was going to try to jump over that tower of spikes, but it happened to flip into the turtles last second. Using cloud step, you can climb pretty quickly in this game by just continuing to slash. One thing worth noting is that cycles in this room, like moving objects like that spike ball, will begin animating when you enter a room, whereas enemies will begin animating once they enter your. So if you, for instance, were to mess up on this, that's the commentary curse, and I do apologize, then you could either do that backup or exit the room and re-enter for a reason.
You know, these 2 rooms are pretty crucial when it comes to vertical movement. I said that last time in the race beforehand. Can shave quite a few seconds off by getting that movement quite right. Alright. Kuni's on his last ascent through this level. Got 2 more screens to go to the right before heading to the Leaf Boss. Before he does, he's going to enter the shop though. He has 130 shards, which allows him to buy the 2 upgrades I was talking about earlier. One's the shurikens, and the other one is able to mitigate the damage you get in the air. Well, not mitigate, but able to recover in the air from any damage taken. Beforehand, you'd fall back, just like you do in Castlevania or Ninja Gaiden. And now you can able to press jump and basically recover quicker.
So here you're going to see Ninja step on their foot to get really good screen. Sorry, go ahead. Sure.
We're using the shuriken and slashes to maximize damage output, which is the reason we buy them there. If we didn't buy them and use them in this fight, then it would take a lot longer. It would definitely go to a second cycle.
Yeah, luckily we don't get to see how annoying this leaf monster can be if you miss the first cycle.
If right, perchance he did forget to buy it, go ahead.
Yeah, everyone talks about all the other levels by like Forlorn Temple right there. Beautiful.
It's a quick 20-second or less level. Generally less.
Look at that background
14,
though.
I think usually. Yeah, it has some of the best music in the game, but we don't hear it in this run.
Sadly. What's our buddy Necro?
You'll notice a distinct Castlevania style to this level in particular. And that he's afraid of the dead, so we find him in a catacomb for some reason.
Yeah, there are lore reasons for that, but it isn't actually discussed in the game. It's been confirmed by the devs that they are named for the thing that they will fear, and that's where they end up. So Claustro, we find in Bamboo in a little sort of cubby because he's scared of being in enclosed spaces.
There's a lot of lessons in this game about not letting people tell you who you are, what you're afraid of. Not being afraid of spikes. Entu's gonna damage boost right through that skeleton, so he doesn't have to worry about taking a hit from the spike fall. Meanwhile, Kuningas is gonna nimbly make it through these crushes and then do the same in about 5 seconds.
Yeah, just like Kyle was talking about earlier, that all these cycles start when you enter the room, and with the right movement, you can basically one-cycle these rooms without a problem. That sounds like good game design if you ask me.
It's one of the real thrills of these recent indie. See if Entu damages through the spikes. Both runners are going to wait for the side, but there is the damage boost you could do there. It just necessitates getting extra health in the room Kuningas is in. Kind of first appearance of a Wizrobe enemy in the game, and we're going to have 3 more thrown at us. These are an enemy that have a random pattern when they teleport. They teleport anywhere. So he's going to throw a shuriken to incapacitate the first one, kill the second one, and then wait for the spawn and deliver 2 shuriken into him and progress very nice.
That was decent RNG for Kuni there. We'll see what Entu will get.
That is not bad at all.
That is very nice.
Jumping through another D-boost, they're going to jump right into the spikes to circumvent waiting for a platform. Here you see Entu.
Yeah, this is it's a good place where to point out that you can now actually recover from that damage. Beforehand, like in the first level in the Autumn Hills, you weren't able, you either fall to the left or to the right after you fall into the spikes, and here you can just basically press jump real quick to ensure that you're going to keep moving forwards or to the left in this case. Kuni making a rough cycle there. I'm sure Entu's going to be right back. Movement has to be pretty tight. Looks like he's going to make it no problem though.
Finally getting to the level boss, we're going to meet Ruxton and hope that he gets up high on his platform, because that's going to save them time. 50-50 chance
Ruxton.
High or low. So what's it going to be, heads or tails?
It's high.
We want to see.
Ruxton. Ooh! Kuni getting the low.
Unfortunate bucket Ruxton. Entu also getting low. If nothing else, that's fair.
Yeah, nothing else that's fair. Would have given Entu a chance to catch up a little bit. The low Ruxton usually takes around 8 seconds longer than the high Ruxton.
And may whatever god you believe in help you if you miss that pattern or mess up trying to do either. You don't want to get mixed up in the middle of Ruxton. It is a dramatically long pattern to get through.
I think you all know what to do by now.
Yeah. Chat knows what to do.
This is Bamboo Creek, the ninjas vacate. It's kind of a bright and sunny level. Very pleasant with a really good jam. We're going to get through here and make sure that we have about 251 shards before we drop off the waterfall to face the bamboo. You'll notice the ninja hitting the switch with a shuriken so that they can quickly get through these gates without
There's a fairly big skip, or one that's considered fairly big, coming up in a couple stages here. It's named after the runner that you see on the left side. It's called the Entu skip. We'll see if the runners go for it. I do highly expect it, though, to be honest. What do you guys think?
Entu has been known to go for the safety of just bypassing the Entu skip because it can be it. So I guess it depends on how frequently he's gotten it lately in practice. I give him a 50-50. Kuningas is going to go.
Yeah, he whiffed the jump over the tree there.
Happens.
Does happen. And it affords Entu a chance to catch up.
Yeah. Alright, Entu skips coming up here. For those that do not know, kind of rough thing to do. You got to time your first jump based off that blue ball you see. You get the blue ball from the other guy. When he misses it the first try, he goes for the second one, nails it.
Second try. Still faster than going around, but you have to respect this going straight to the elevator because that is guaranteed time.
Oh, beautiful backup from Entu, though. I see what you mean now that he bypasses it.
It's not worth it if you don't feel in your heart that you're going to get it on the room.
Yeah, it's true. I'm so glad we don't ever see the bottom of that room that Kuni just went up in.
Well said.
There's actually an elevator at the bottom if you miss it, but due to these beautiful timed lantern, cloud step, double slashes, we never see the bottom of that pit. And that's Bamboo Creek, boys.
Yeah, I've always said
Very
if there's one
Bamboo.
kind of gatekeeper to the run, it's learning that double lantern slash.
Yeah.
That's probably your biggest time save in the early stages of learning the run.
Absolutely essential fundamental to master if you're going to learn to speedrun. Even if you're going to play it casually, it's worth picking up and putting in your toolbox.
Yeah, also it's fun.
It's very fun, especially in the next stage we're going to see. But now this is the Emerald Grotto. We were able to get a wingsuit to ride these air currents, as well as a water boost, we'll see later this level, and the ability to slash downward. Here we have a nice spike drop.
Beautiful.
Just for one frame of scroll suit to delay the fall and make it through those spikes without taking. Entu gets it as well. Very well done. Up next we have the Donkey Kong room, where we're going to hear a bit crunch sound of all the developers saying, and we call it Donkey Kong room because, come on, this guy's throwing barrels down platform.
Can I join? Hey.
There's the hey.
Hey,
You may hear that once more at the end of this level, depends on how fast the runners. And he's not going to be able to take the risky fast skip here because of the bomb, but it's no problem as they're still on excellent pace. a guy here that Kuni just floated over. You want to drop just to the right of him to get him to throw his rock to the right. Otherwise, he might bonk you. There's the water boost. Kuni's going to keep that momentum coming out of the water with the squirrel suit and jump right over those platforms.
Very nice. Entu, beautiful. He'll Hylian Angel? No, he doesn't know he's behind.
I'm not sure. I guess it's up to the runner whether or not they'll watch the stream, but just knowing who he's up against, if he's made some mistakes in this round, he knows.
Yeah, he doesn't know for sure, but he might be thinking. It might be going through his head that he's behind.
Kuni could have also made mistakes.
Exactly.
These runners are so experienced that in either case, it's up.
Yeah, it's just like Kyle said in the beginning. I mean, Entu got the world record with the 30:59, and Kuni's behind only 4 seconds. So these two guys know they know what's up.
So this is the Emerald Gold. He's a big boy.
Oh yeah.
Big chunky crystal boy. He's got a smash ball in the middle. You have to hit 8 times to trigger those air vents. So we're gonna hit it 7 times, and then navigate to the outside to throw a shuriken.
Dude, air vents. That's beautiful.
It's really convenient those happen to be there. This level was supposedly the remnants of civilization that worshipped the wind as a god. And this guy's just been digging tunnels. He's going to go into a second phase where it's just the golem, and he goes left, so Kuni gets a very fast pattern.
Yeah, beautiful. Just went a little bit high. Let's see what pattern Entu gets on phase 2. Goes right and low. Ooh.
It's not bad. As long as you don't die there, because that can be over a minute lost once you start the second.
Right, this might give a good chance to look at how far Kuni might be ahead. 17:21. So Entu roughly 11 seconds behind right now, but that can still be caught up.
One of the big time saves coming up is the boss at the end of this stage, which can save a good chunk of time. Easily can. Other than that, this level is very terrifying for your first view through. There's kind of an undead feeling. The mushrooms in the background are singing to your demise, and this is the longest horizontal. Once you get more comfortable, it's very easy to just hold right and just kind of glide over these enemies and sort of not touch them.
Right. I like this stage a lot. I used to hate it, but I've gotten accustomed to it. Just really nice movement to be done here. We see Kuni manipulate that bird there. Entu is probably going to do exactly the same thing. Just to skip that small portion there where I ran. Actually, I think I got the fireball, but that seemed like better to go through there at first. Let's see if one of them two gets a screen wrap kill. I doubt it, but might happen.
Screen wrap kill. That's an interesting glitch.
Yeah.
Sometimes when you kill that much... Yeah.
When two things happen at the same time, an enemy dying and an enemy killing on screen, it doesn't like that.
No.
It thinks you've killed the enemy that's just spawned.
This can also be used to teleport later in the game, but probably not in this run. We're working on that.
No, we've got an opportunity in this run.
Haven't found one yet, but you never know.
Maybe in the Glacial. We'll talk about in a couple zones. Kuni's going to want to make sure he has plenty of health. 5 is fine. He's going to want to damage boost twice to be spinning. It's okay if you take 3 there, as long as you have 4 health going into there.
Yeah.
ATC has known this is the best of 1 layout on the stream, but this is the best of 3 match. The commentaries we will be keeping track. and resolving once someone has reached 2 wins.
Yeah, I got a big pen. I'm just gonna mark it down on my screen. I don't know if you guys can see, but I'll write it down.
If you believe, I think that you can see it.
Yeah.
Here we have the Queen of Quills. She was some brave monk that got cursed, and now she's the bad guy. So Kunin's gonna throw a shuriken to knock her off of that ring, and then just do as much damage to her as possible. Catch her midair for another shuriken, deliver another damage cycle. He's gonna have to damage boost through these quills and keep slashing her so that she goes to the middle, and that's a kill confirm. He's moving on to the Agrocrat. Over on Entu screen, the same exact setup, 1 damage short. Sometimes the double slash doesn't connect, and that is a small enough difference that it can trigger her to continue the fight.
Alright, we got Siren Crags coming up here. This is Dream Hazard's favorite level.
I'm glad I didn't say that because I think 2C might be knocking about somewhere.
That's alright. I did it.
It is a beautiful level. It has a good track. It's underrated, but we love it. This is the first level that introduces the rope dart to you, so now we can grip the walls, get some iframes from using it. All kinds of neat runner stuff.
Yeah. I'd say the game just about got 50% faster.
Yeah, it really accelerates it.
It's so fun to watch as well, especially like these two guys that are like on the top of the speedrunning list. Watching progress to these vertical levels, you're going to see a lot of climbs moving upwards. Already saw a couple stages from Kuni and Entu progressing through them right now. Just a whole lot of fun to watch. Like this screen coming up right here.
He's just going to fly up these lanterns using the fire demons and lanterns to keep these jumping. And just the theme of this level and onward at the rest of the game is rope dart everything.
Yeah.
Shopkeeper self-aware, he noted that some people will call it a grappling hook anyway. It's not the official name. Very miss of a skip, Kuni's going to rise up and do the backup. So far, a very good climb from both.
Yeah.
Although Entu is behind, I haven't seen any glaring mistakes.
And Entu might even have a chance to catch up by the end of this level, even if both have amazing movement. We do have one heavy RNG boss left in this run, and it's 2 bosses. You're going to see them coming up right here. Green Dude and Red Dude, officially named Collis and Seuss's.
So you have to deliver enough damage to knock both of them out, the individual, and they'll swap out at different points, which gives you an opportunity to actually slash both of them as they're exiting. You want to just maximize as much damage uptime on these bosses as possible to prevent them from doing excessive attacks and going into cycles that waste upwards of 10 seconds. You'll notice they're using the rope dart a lot. That's because this gives them a amount of invincibility frames, as mentioned earlier, so they can stay on the boss and very nimbly. That's a pretty quick kill from King, and it looks like Entu is just about finished up. May have to deliver a few more hits to Seuss.
I think he might be fine. Let's see.
Just waiting for that tag.
Yeah, he's good.
We're moving on to Glacial Peak. Shovel please, sour please, and your dance emotes in chat. This is the favorite level of most people. We're going to do a difficult wall boost off that broken segment of wall there. Just continue flying the rest of the level.
Yeah, that little jump at the beginning is a little bit harder than it actually looks.
As with most things. It's how do they do it, and then you practice it for hours.
And then you still don't do it, and then you practice for another hour, and then eventually you'll get it.
And then you're a runner.
it's usually when you've given up on it, and then you think during your next run you just think, oh, I'll give that a try, and then you nail it every time from then on.
Once you got it, you got it.
Uh-oh. Entu has to be a little bit careful there.
That was clean. Way to get through that safe. Probably going to go up to the right here. This is one of his tricks as well, going to the right. Just reducing any of the lateral movement and reducing unnecessary steps. Very good stuff, catching a wall jump right into that bouncy. It's pretty tough. Kuningas actually doesn't go for the swag strat rising high on those air vents, but we may see that next. We may even see a wall kick here. He misses this, so he's just going to glide down to the platform and jump ahead. The man is brave. He goes for a very risky play and comes out alive. Shout out to Dragon Strike for pulling that trick off in a tournament. First time anyone saw it.
Yeah.
If he's going to go for it, he nails that wall kick with a really quick one-tile jump.
Nice.
And he
Yeah,
sticks
that's
the
another one of
dragon.
those things that looks a lot harder than it is a lot harder than it looks.
The risk with that drop is if you happen to rope dart a platform, you'll grab to the platform and have nothing to grab onto. And even if you grab the next platform, you grab to the bottom of it, so you'll just keep falling.
Oh.
So both runners holding the scroll aloft to summon the tower. This is the final test that these blue robes want to put you through to see if you're worthy of carrying the scroll. And there's going to be all kinds of ninjas and dragons and lasers and stuff.
I'm just going to say that pace.
That is an incredible pace. They're both on a really fast one. Entu's going to have to be in that cutscene for 10 seconds longer.
Yeah.
That cutscene in total takes about 40 seconds, so it could be pretty painful to watch for the 100th time.
Yeah, but it's a good time to, relax. Take a
Sometimes,
deep breath.
yeah, you are grateful for the break.
Especially if you're on an amazing pace. Contemplate the run. Look back at your journey.
Still look down. It's a very tall mountain.
Oh, yeah. Alright, new thing in here are lasers. We said spikes do 3 damage. There's one thing that does hurt a little bit more, and those are those lasers. They will do 4 damage. So what the players are going to be trying to do here is have at least 5 health. One thing we didn't talk about, we did get a health pickup in the shop that gives us a total of 6 health, as well as an upgrade that allows enemies to drop little green health nods or globes. The reason for the 5 health is going to be a possible laser skip that saves quite some time. Kuni doesn't look like he's going to have enough health.
I'm so happy he didn't jump.
Yeah.
So, a bit of a tricky skip there. Once you get it, you have it mostly consistent, but you still have that 5%. Kuni unfortunately messing up a little bit of the jump. But he's going to be able to go on with his life and plenty of health to skip right through these lasers.
Wow.
He happened to get one of those health drops that Ish was talking about. He's going to be able to jump right through this laser, taking 4 damage, having 1 health left, and move on. No problem.
And to also having enough health.
Oh yeah, these guys are prepared. Did I see Entu did the scary laser skip?
He did.
Alright, that's a big respect to Entu. This is everybody's favorite room in the game. It's not. If you accidentally hit one of those lasers or crystals and go back the way you came, you risk missing that sight rush on your way out of the room. So we're going to see Kuni jump into the middle, get hit by the lasers, rope dart out. He actually got a health drop, so this is extra safe, but he's going to run right through this tree wizard. No problem. This is another pretty scary laser skip. So when someone says scary laser skip, well, there's like we have a time waster skip that Kuni came up with. We'll have a chance to see it on Entu's screen here. In this next cell, he's going to drop onto the wall and slash that crystal through the wall.
Ooh.
Unfortunately, clipping the top crystal, needs to slide a little bit lower and go for it again.
Commentator's curse.
And keeps up. Again, I apologize.
Alright, got it.
So normally that saves 6 seconds.
Alright, Kuni's on the final boss. Entu's on his final ascend up to that boss. You already saw Kuni going up there. We're going to see a lot of rope darting, a lot of avoiding the damage taken by those pink globes that we're going to see floating around his head. And that will be the end of the first race if nothing dramatically happens here.
Using the TC special is just, yep, staying in that hitbox, using those iframes from constant rope dart. It's a very difficult trick which allows you to quickly defeat the boss, and then is a GG to Kuni for.
Very nice. Alright, first race goes to Kuni. The beautiful time of 31:16. Entu looks like he's going to be right behind. Not expecting any difficulties from him. Nailed it.
GG to those runs.
Sub 32. I just want to remind everyone there's only 6 players currently out there that have a sub 32 on the leaderboards, and these 2 guys just did it in a race.
It's very impressive consistency.
Yes. All right. We're going to check up with the racers if they're going to need a little break, or if we're going to head into the race right away. We'll be starting up the next race pretty soon here. Just hold on tight. Throw those GGs in chat and get ready for race number 2.
There'll be a short bio break, and then we'll get right into the next race. Stay tuned.
Audio is going to be down for a little bit unless one of the players decides to move on a little bit so we can get some audio in, because we cannot use regular audio at this moment since this is still thought to be a best of 1 or single elimination. I can sing if you guys want, but nah, I don't really think that would be a smart idea. All right, just a short little break here. A little bio break going on for a couple people here. A few things I could maybe talk about to pass the time since we don't have audio at the moment. Race number 2 coming up. This is the Messenger 8-bit No Out of Bounds Tournament. We're in the finals. We got Entu versus KuningasEST for anyone who's just tuning in. Had a great bracket going. A lot of shout outs already to the guys for Speed Gaming for putting up with us and hosting us. Good stuff. Good people. Otherwise, Sabotage Studio, the developer of this game. This is a great chance to talk about them as well. Great indie company from Canada. Great people that helped out the speed running community in general. You already heard Dream Hazard talking about, skipping text boxes in general by just adding another button, or just giving us feedback on a lot of things, helping us out with little nifty tricks here and there. So great shout outs to those guys once again, guys and gals. Anything else? There's so much to talk about, actually. Looks like the players are getting set up again. Actually got a little bit audio here from Entu. Since we got a little bit of audio going right here. Shout outs to Rainbow Dragon Eyes for making this amazing soundtrack. Sadly, we only hear the 8-bit parts of each level, but remember there's a 16-bit category as well. Kyle Bear was talking about that earlier, that there's actually a Metroidvania style of game, and you do revisit a couple levels, or all levels, all depends on, don't want to spoil too much, to hear 16-bit portions of the same level. So if you rather like the nice 8-bit sounds, which reminds me more of the Nintendo, the NES, or the 16-bit sounds, which actually sounds a little bit more than the Genesis, than the Super Nintendo. Real good stuff. So if you haven't listened to that, might as well check that out. And I think we're about ready.
So tomorrow, a member of our speedrunning community, Tristnell, he's currently running a charity event at twitch.tv/linktothe-cure. It's for Prevent Cancer Foundation. And he will be running at 9:35 EDT tomorrow. He will be running the Messenger. He hasn't stated what category, but he will be running that tomorrow. So if you want to catch some more runs of this, then that will be available for you tomorrow.
Yeah, he's also going to be running the 8-bit No Out of Bounds category at the event tomorrow.
Okay.
8-bit No Out of Bounds seems to be the most popular category, might be because of the time that it takes. You see, it roughly takes between 30 and 40 minutes, depending on, how good or not, because hey, bad, but how fresh you are to the game, to the speed run. Kind of nice time to getting into speed runs. I remember Dream Hazard talking about this in the bronze race, that it's a really, really good game to get into speed gaming. Yeah, there's plenty of different categories. There's, any percent, which does include the full game, which roughly takes around 1 hour. The world record is 1 hour and 50, I don't want to lie, 54 minutes and a couple seconds. Am I right? Am I wrong? Let me check real quick.
It is 1:53:57 by 2C now, as of a day ago.
53?
153.
GG and congrats. I didn't.
Congrats to 2C Plus.
Holy moly. Yeah, there's also you see Taker talking about linear. Linear is also a great category, which adds another 2 levels to the 8-bit category.
Taker's number 5 in that one.
Yeah, it used to be called Demon General Real Time Attack, but that's a couple months ago, and they changed it to linear. You've noticed that game is actually officially measured in game time, so that even gives Switch users the chance to bring up their times up in there. Switch does have a few more loading times, or just in general, longer loading times.
It's got like 5-second loads.
Yeah. So that could be that. It used to be rough on them, but with this, it kind of does actually help out. All right. People are getting ready here. We're going to be ready for race number 2. Let's get some shoutouts and some hype in here for Entu. And for Kuni as well, but, you know.
No, forget him. He's won one round.
Oh, yeah, he already won one, so.
We want this to go the distance.
Yeah, exactly.
Just kidding, Kuni. I love you.
We love them all. All right. Players are actually getting ready here. Kind of bummed about the audio thing, but you know, we can still talk about it a little bit more. So, any plans for the DLC, Dream Hazard or Kyle?
Oh, you don't be running it.
Oh, yeah. For those that do not know, the Messenger is bringing out a free DLC coming up these next few months. Free DLC is always nice. It's going to be with our friend Ruxton. We already saw that in a trailer.
And do a blind race this summer.
Yeah, we should, dude. Sounds good. I think it's extra 3 levels and 1 boss. Is that right? Or am I wrong? Thought I heard something about that.
I cannot confirm.
All right. All right. If I'm correct, it's another 3 levels, and here we go. All right. Good luck. Entu, good luck, Kuni.
This might all look a little bit familiar to you. That is because you have just watched this race before.
3 new levels and boss fights, plural.
Told ya.
Well said. Good luck to the runners. Have fun. And my stream is refreshed. Here we have him doing the double lantern jump. You can see him jumping up and slashing, and as they fall, they're going to do another jump slash. That shorter hop backwards the ninja does is pretty consistent. Once the runners get it, you simply have to let go of the text skip and then hold down and right after the ninja elders text.
See how many shards we get here. Kuni gets 1, Entu gets 2.
So 2 of the homie shards. It's going to be one shard extra, but we'll see how RNG.
Yeah, it makes things a little bit easier coming up in Autumn Hills. It's not that much RNG dependent, like Kyle said in the first race. It's a 40% chance for the enemies to drop those shards, and you want 40 by the time you reach the first shop. So if you got a total of 34 dropping down, you don't have to go all the way to the right, which saves again a half second because you don't have to walk back to the door, which we'll hopefully see from both of them not walking back to the door, that is.
Off to a good start here. They're going to secure at least 14 shards. There's 13 in that room total, so +1 and +2 respectively. Again with the good block slashes. One of the frustrating things for runners is getting a quick drop through those platforms. If you happen to mess up the input, you might end up jumping rather than dropping. This is of course like a second loss. It really hurts. Here you see both of them have enough shards to do quick. So same as last time, they're going to get that Strike the Ninja upgrade really quick so they can slash enemy projectiles.
Yeah, great menuing from both of them. Bad shops do quite waste some time, so got to get that down too if you want to get good.
However, these boys have the best shops in town.
Confirmed by Skateman222.
Coming up again to the Ninja Ball Pit, we're going to see who gets bounced left to the right. Sabotage team did divulge some interesting information where each pair of spikes is its own spike block. So if you land on the right spike of that block, you go to the right. Left spike sends you to the left. It's hard to tell in a cluster of spikes exactly where you're going to be.
Yeah, so every runner tends to have their own setup.
Right.
On exactly where and how far and how hard to jump.
I
Some
see
runners
skate.
even walk right off and run through the spike.
I have never seen that.
Yeah, Falco doesn't stream often.
No.
That's
Spice.
ill-advised.
I see Skate Man in chat right now. Just want to mention him one more time. Did a segmented run of like the top 10 runners to get down what is a humanly possible task, I guess you could call it. We haven't seen a task run of this game yet. So if you haven't checked out that segmented run yet, you should really look at it. It's actually the second one he's done for this game already, so shout outs.
I made it in this one. Thank you, Skate.
Haha!
I don't know if you guys called out Entu did just do the spike tower jump.
Yes.
Yeah, respect for that one.
He does the variation that I believe Taker started, where he grabs the health pretty seamlessly, jumps over the turtle, and goes to those crates to jump up and catch the blue projectile, jump over the tower. It gives him that extra cushion to actually hit the spike if he needs to, and I believe he did. So, big thumbs up to Entu, big respect in chat for getting that spike tower. Good stuff here. You see them mostly doing the same strats, but this game is like the puzzle that there are multiple solutions to, so you can see a lot of runner preference and variance as you go. I believe Entu there, he goes up the left side of the wall, just wall dumps right up.
Yeah, it's little tidbits that everyone does a little bit different. That usually turns out to be around roughly the same time. It's just what you feel a little bit more comfortable with.
Runners are synced up.
Let's go.
Kunin just a hair ahead. Well, it's up to this.
That's a good point you make there. All right, back to Leaf Golem, Bush Golem, Leaf Dude, Bush Dude.
He's officially Leaf Monster in game, yeah. And then in the game's files, he's Leaf Golem.
Yeah, that's true.
And I call him Leaf Golem because I have kind of an affinity for golems in games.
Fair.
I think that's why I was drawn to this game. There's 3 golems.
What a treat. You see both runners actually standing in the same exact frame position on the leaf goal.
Another thing to point out, each time we stop by those shops, just walk over them. There, you'll also see a couple where you cannot enter the shop, but they act as save points. So in case, I'm not going to say it, something happens, you can return to that save point.
By the way, I'm just realizing this, that last race was the first double deathless run of the...
Is that so? Was it the first double one?
I believe, somebody check me if I'm wrong, but in every other race, I believe there was at least...
That could very much be. I think you're right, dude.
I've been watching that pretty close. Making great use of the cycle so far on Catacombs. Runners are still is a nail biter. You can see Entu employing that damage boost strategy once. I think it actually saved him a little bit of time there. He was slightly closer.
Yeah, it saves a little bit of time. It's just kind of hard to get down your muscle memory a little bit. But Entu is, he's really good in practicing new strats and getting them down. I mean, that's one of the reasons why he's a current world record holder.
Again, many shoutouts to Skate. That is one of the strategies I was able to pick up from this. So it's a phenomenal resource for anybody that wants to speedrun the game and see what the best riding looks like. That we know of so far. I mean, there could be undiscovered tricks. So it's not set.
Yeah.
Again, neither runner going for that underwater damage boost. It only saves around about half a second overall.
That's true.
You have to go and get more health afterwards.
Yeah, in this room where both are, like the middle lantern beneath where they're walking over right now has a health pickup, but getting there needs a phenomenal movement just to get to there, and only really saves a half a second if your movement is really, really good.
There's strength and sticking to what you know and just going for consistency, especially in a race.
Yeah, especially in a race. Right. Kuni getting good RNG, Entu dealing with it perfectly as well.
That's a good example of the differences. They always spawn initially in the same positions, but where they teleport to is randomized. And when you see the two running side by side there, it's a good example of that.
In optimal performance, we'll only ever see that third wizard on the bottom help. But of course, we saw a weird, kind of awkward wizard position for Kuni in the next room. He was able to jump to the right wall and evade. That wizard did cost him a few frames, though. It was a jerk move. Coming up at the end of the level boss, you see this typical pre-boss format. Like every Mega Man level has the distinct entryway. This has 2 lanterns and a save point. Here we have Hyroxen. We hope that he goes up on the platform for both runners.
Yeah, let's go high, Ruxton.
Oh, this is intense. Oh no! Low for Kuni and high for Entu.
So now we're going to see the difference between these two sets of armies. Entu's finished the fight already.
I'm automatically switching the audio.
Good on you. I was just checking and it was already. See, that's how much of a swing a Hyroxen can be. That's like at least plus 8 seconds.
Yeah, that's easily 8 seconds. Just getting that high Ruxton pattern.
Alright, let's go Bamboo Boys. Now that can be traded for an Entu, which if Entu doesn't go for and Kuni nails first try, could be relatively equalized.
Yeah. Though I gotta say, the Entu backup had in his first race, that was a good one. That used to be the fastest way before Entu came up with the other skip. But still, the Entu skip does save roughly 4 seconds.
Right, if you try the Entu skip and fail, you cannot get the quick backup in the elevator, but if you go straight to it, you get guaranteed the semi-fast. He's still going to be a couple seconds ahead if he goes right for that, nails it, and Kuni nails the Entu skip. So it'll come up the tight movement in this level, and although the ninja doesn't have many upgrades, this is a level where people kind of decide whether they want to run this, as it rewards very precise mechanical awareness, and especially that double lantern jump.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's one particular room towards the end of the level that, if you don't know the double lantern jump, you will hate it.
Very clean progression from the see Kuni sticking the fireless there as well.
Kuni slowly catching up.
This is minor optimization.
A little mistake there.
Yeah.
Straight for the elevator.
Here we see it in action.
Set up.
Sticks it.
Nailed it.
We are pretty well synced again. Again, Entu is just ahead. Even with the high Ruxton, that's the difference that a correct Entu skip makes even versus the fast. Jumping over the tree counts as no out of bounds because you're not breaking level collision and you're staying within the playable bounds of the game. That was for several rooms back. There's a question to see. So jumping off the waterfall here, we're going to want at least 250. He's just going to grab one more so that he has enough to get 15 here and be on pace to get 9 more in the start of Grotto and get that 275 for both upgrades.
And we're almost synced again. This is what we want to see.
Neither runner is set to disappoint. There's the sync. Entu's hanging on to that lead.
He looks to be ahead by a frame right now. He's ahead. That's like the third screen in a row where he was ahead by 1 frame.
That was incredible.
Yeah.
Whoa, the YOLO drop through the spike.
What?
It looked like he used his squirrel suit at... Big shout out to anyone brave enough and proficient enough to get that directional influence down.
In a race.
True. It's not the end of the world if you hit spikes since you have the health, but it is slow.
Alright, I'm not gonna hay this time so that people can actually hear the hay this time.
Listen for the hay, it's coming up in about 3 seconds. For 6 seconds, whatever. There it was.
Ooh, that was so close from Entu. Beautiful.
Wait, did he just...
He did.
make it? Oh,
He
my
made
God.
it.
Blink and you'll miss it. That is a phenomenal skip that requires a really good damage boost as well as very tight. I've spent hours practicing, it's nowhere near consistent.
Beautiful.
Very good water boost there from both. The Messenger DLC will be coming out sometime this summer.
We were just, Twin Omega, we were talking about if we're just gonna do a blind run of it anyway.
Yeah,
Sure,
we
that's
won't know
gonna-
how viable it is until it's released, and we've had, you know, at least a couple of playthroughs.
Yeah.
between us.
Exactly. Also asked who's going to be running Cyber Shadow, which is a upcoming Ninja game. We'll
It
see.
looks incredible.
It does.
Hey! One-man dev team that some runners have been waiting to run for you. And here again we have the Emerald Golem. You deliver 7 hits to Smash Ball in the middle, then navigate outside the Shuriken and open up those...
Yeah, you saw it last time. You know what's happening.
You know what's going on.
I don't know if we touched on enough that there's several damage boosts you can do through the fist to get there faster. Ultimately, you want to end this first phase with at least 2 health because you want to be able to eat 1 body hit as the Emerald may go into you if it goes to the left pattern, which is faster.
And Kuni just went up into the lead just by just by a little bit. Beautiful phase 2.
And then we have our first handoff in a while.
Alright, this is what we wanted to see. Alright, I think last time we were already, was it 11 seconds apart?
Yep. Now we are less than a second.
Yeah. Let's go.
Gulchian Marsh, once again. Creepy singing mush. Lots of nice platforming. Floor is lava.
Now, I used to say that I mean, I still don't like them, but the red mushrooms right there that throw those projectiles at you, they're thorns. They used to be my second most hated enemy. Well, at first they were my most hated ones. Now they're pretty much my third most hated ones. Number 1 being wisp ropes, number 2 being birds, number 3 being those spike throwing mushrooms.
Oh, interesting.
I'm guessing you don't run full game then.
Nope, do not.
Because the spectral ladies in
Oh.
Borderlands, there is a chance that the small red dot
Yeah,
won't connect.
yeah. Happens every now and then. I've seen them in linear, but they haven't had a problem so far. Actually, it did. Last run I had. Just remember that.
Really good right room from both. Good bird manipulation.
Very good.
Fortunately, yeah, no Felicias in the 8th, but we may see them if a runner. We won't see them. We won't see them tonight.
No, not today. Oh, cancerous growth. Trident throws are annoying. Yeah. Sunken temple.
Shout out to Mike Wazowski's.
Oh yeah.
Very nice shuriken toss from Kuni and Entu.
Beautiful.
I think my least favorite enemies are the turtles. Always slowing me down.
You mean the green ones?
Yep.
Yup.
The turtles will give you a slowdown. If you hit them on their first or second, if you hit them on the third hit, they'll die and they won't slow you down. If you hit them and you're facing away from them and then you run opposite to them, you get a really weird speed boost.
Yeah.
That I don't understand, so I don't like it. And sometimes that turtle goes left and he's a huge jerk.
Has anyone figured out why he goes to the left sometimes?
It depends on your jump.
Oh, okay.
Really good manipulation of that spike platform there. Both runners jumping off the turtle and then onto the wall and then jump slashing into Lantern to get over platform. We're going to see them both try to set up really fast Queen fills, and we hope that Queen bounces to the right on her second test. And do a short hop over those quills so we don't do too much damage to her. We want her to stay on the lower rings. If you enrage her, she'll go up high and she's... Unfortunately, Kuni was a few damage short, and Entu is in...
So it looks like what we had in the first race just went the other way around this time. Entu getting the quick kill, and Kuni just a little bit behind now. Yeah, it's pretty much their screen name. Here, just type !R. 2C knows what's up. Alright, let's see that rope dart action again.
Alright, yeah, Shopkeeper giving us a free upgrade because the ninja can't save the world, we suck. And then we're also going to buy a +1 health upgrade, so we have 6 max health now, and that low chance to get a health drop from killing it. It will give 1 health for picking up. Yeah, Kuni is about 7 seconds behind. That is the difference of not only not getting the quick queen cycle, but for the other runner getting her to go to the right and getting the cycle is just... And he gets the slash tide skip pretty...
Yeah, he's had a pretty good steering up to that point. Kuni getting caught there. Hate when that happens.
Going through at 1 health, no fear.
Alright, Entu seemed to be getting redemption on this level that he had a little bit of troubles on in race number 1. Sticking almost every trick that you got to disposal for this level. Good stuff.
I wanted to use the fireball backup, but it's not that big a loss.
Yo, check out Entu's way how of doing this.
That was
interesting. Yeah, Kuni does a little bit different. Entu's variation a little bit faster. Very nice screen right there. Kuni follows that screen up just exactly as beautiful.
And now we have Colossuses, and may RNGs be with these.
Yeah, God bless him.
So far, pretty good. Both runners just sticking on the bosses, trying to deliver as much damage as. You gotta get it in wherever it fits in.
Entu got a great cycle there. He should be done right here. What?
It's the combo cycle, unfortunately.
Oh, I thought he was gonna be done.
But Kuni isn't done yet either. So looks like both runners are on. And Kuni takes the lead.
It's a back and forth.
Unbelievable extra cycle from Colossus. Like we talked about in the that can really put you back upwards of 10 seconds if you get a really bad RNG. Dancy modes in the chat, please. For visual. You need to do 3 jumps and a boost and jump over that broken wall.
I failed.
Shovel, thanks.
Yeah, this is a pretty good race we got going on here. Keeps going back and forth. This level, beautiful execution to be expected from both runners, and just so beautiful to watch. How many times have I said beautiful now?
It's
Not
a
enough.
fitting adjective for this. Very frosty. I love this level. Very good clean ascent from both runners, catching the rope guards wherever they. Both gonna jump off of that turtle to the extra clean. Let's get a rope guard on this blue guy. And then just keeping the beat, no problem. This is a level you really want to keep your momentum up and go as fast as possible, simply because it feels good to do.
Yeah, it feels like Sabotage Studios thinking about doing exactly this what you see right now, because everything just lines up so perfectly.
After carrying the scroll for so long, Ninja sees the, and it's like a horse stand him, and he's just ready to go home. This is the final stretch. You're told to get the scroll up this mountain, and you're about to complete your mission.
Ooh, Kuni going for the one tile jump.
Entu isn't gonna risk it this time. Kuni's gonna go for Dragon Sword. And he's out of the woods.
Let's go.
They both got it.
Let's go.
It was a very close race. Entu just about 5 seconds behind Kuni.
Alright, I love both of these guys, but let's hear it for Entu. Come on, Entu. Let's go.
Let's go, Entu. Have the best tower of your life. I hope he gets a gold. Do it for Spike. Do it for Soj. Give us that third race.
Yeah. Get that sub 4-minute Tower of Time, dude.
It is possible.
It is possible.
We're gonna do some crystal abuse here, slashing crystal through the. It's about like 4 places I want to say that you can do this in the tower.
3, right? Isn't it?
Wizard of abuse room as well.
Alright. Kuni getting a favorable pattern right there. Entu also getting a good Wizrow pattern. No problems for both players. Ooh, Kuni getting the unfortunate clip. That one's allowed because it doesn't actually save any time at all. It's just a happy little mistake. And
Not so happy
Move on.
if it kills you. Fortunately, he didn't die. Unfavorable wizard position, but he does get to progress with 5. He's gonna walk to the crystal rather than rope guarding it, so he has just enough time to escape a.
yeah, sometimes a smart move to do. There's very few rooms where you have to than expected. There's actually 2 of them in Tower of Time. That one was a very good movement option from Kuni.
Like
And
that,
we're
we
all-
see you hopping up
As you
about
get
another 2.
Let's go.
He's not going to miss this trick again.
Nope, both got it this time.
They're
we're
using a
almost
rope
right.
dart off those. I think both did.
Alright, both able to do the laser skip right here.
Let's go, boys. And we got up there. Don't go too fast. Alright, phew. It's possible to kill yourself in that previous room by going too quick into the list. Anything just making up lots of time out of
Yeah. It's just like he put on his turbo boost right there.
probably gonna be the broke art climb.
Could be.
We get a good rope dart to the next kiss. Thankfully, both runners are through this room and going on to the ice. Narrowly sticks it. Alright, can progress safely? So can Entu. Wow.
Oh, this might come down to
This
the
is
fight.
absolutely incredible.
Oh god.
I've never seen the tower this close.
Let's go, guys.
56 is time wasters.
Entu sticks it this time as well. Let's go.
Who's gonna go for the laser skip? Laser skip 2C special, let's see it! Neither runner is gonna go for it. They're gonna go on the boss with 6 health and prevent any possible shenanigans. This has come down to the arcane golem. Entu entering just a few seconds.
Alright,
I don't think this has ever happened before.
No, we've never been
Except
both
with
on the
2C
arcane.
and Kuni in the last tournament.
Exactly.
I wasn't there for that. This is exciting.
Alright, Entu. Let's go. Come on, Kuni. Oh, this is gonna be tight.
Oh, you already know. Both staying right on the boss and delivering that 2C special directly to his face, using iframes to deliver as much uptime as possible. They're just shredding the...
Oh my god.
Kuni takes it.
Oh my god.
That might have to
Holy
come down to
moly.
review. That is so close. 1 second difference. That's 90... I can't brain. 90.92 seconds.
Nah. It came down. Wow, that was close. 1 second difference. Not even. That is crazy. And Kuni takes the final from Entu in the best of 3 with 2 races. Last race coming down to just 1 second. Entu almost got it to get it to the 3rd race right here. Wow, that was nuts. And Skateman actually pointing this out, both within 10 seconds of world record. This was amazing pace by both runners. What more can you ask for? Maybe an interview with both of them.
Yeah, exactly. Just gonna ask, can we get the runners in for... That is the best run of this tournament.
This was by far the best run.
It was not the closest race of this tournament, but
Definitely
I would say
not.
it was the best.
There was one I remember that was a little bit
0.5 second difference, I
Oh
believe.
god. Alright.
Alright, Kuni will be joining the room. Let's see if we can get into as well. He'll be up.
Entu's coming as well. So I'm gonna say this right off the bat before everyone's in here. GG to both runners.
Hello, GG Entu.
Yo, good game, man.
GG, guys. Thank
Wait.
you for the phenomenal run.
What happened with the second one? Was it actually a 1 second difference?
Yes.
Under a second.
Wow,
It was
that
less
is
than a
actually
second.
insane. I hope it was a high praise for you guys.
That was insane, dude.
The time changes were unreal.
Yeah, a lot
Just
of
glad I
the
could
games-
have like at least a decent game like the second time because the first one was so frustrating for me. I just wanted to at least put on like a show for everybody so they could at least watch something fun. So
Yeah, you
I'm
said
glad
that.
the second one worked that way.
Yo, that happened for sure. Like, what happened in the first race?
Swapping back and forth.
The first race was the worst deathless run I've had in my life.
Oh man.
So,
It was the first double deathless run of the tournament.
Yeah, I played. It's just sad because I lost like a minute for my PB basically, and it was just gameplay. I mean, there was like the 10 seconds obviously for Ruxton, but I think we both got low Ruxton, and
Yeah.
So I mean, other than that, the rest was just me not playing well.
I mean, it happens to the best of us, dude. But yo,
Yeah,
this
that was sick.
insane. I was so nervous in the first race, to be honest. Like, I choked so many things up until Harlingrod, I think. I think I was like 18 seconds behind on the first race. But then I managed to pull it off and I got the Queen of Quills quick kill. That was fun.
Oh yeah, I should have got that. I think I threw my shuriken late. I can't remember. No, I messed up the D boost in the first phase. That's what it was.
Oh, that sucks.
Just choking, you know, that one. That was bad. I don't want to talk about that match. That one. That was bad.
All right, let's talk about the second one then. There was one point in Harlingrad where both of you were 1 frame apart. Entu was 1 frame in the lead for 3 whole rooms. Like, both of your movement was just amazing from both of you guys. That was insane.
That's sick. I'll have to watch it eventually.
Yeah, I can't wait to watch it, dude.
So I guess this is mandatory. Kuni, you won the tournament. What's up next?
Man,
Are you going to Disneyland?
oh, you know it, my dude. But the thing, I think this is the happiest I've ever been. That's so cold during my speedrunning career. Like, this is the second tournament I've ever attended. The first one I got slapped by the legendary 2C Plus when he pulled the 2C special move on me. And this time
You see,
it feels good, to be honest. Like, the thing you're grinding for so hard and you finally achieve it. And I'm speechless, to be honest.
Yeah, you deserve it, man. You deserve that one.
Let's be honest, both of us deserve it so
you
hard. at the
deserved it
moment.
as well.
Yeah, you
It
both
just had
deserve
to
it.
come to one, unfortunately. You guys have worked so hard on this game months before I started playing this, and I just continue to see both of you training so hard, so well done. You see a lot of that consistency in these races.
We have an interesting question from chat from Hendrix4444. He's asking if this was either of you a PB or like a race PB in a race setting.
That's a good question.
Maybe.
I don't-
Maybe. I don't know.
It could be.
I mean,
Just a matter of
Skateman,
seconds.
Skateman was pointing out you guys are just like 10 seconds apart, like from current world record. And if you think like a couple weeks ago, Kuni's time was still world record.
At like 31:12 for like a month that held, and then it jumped to 30:59 because we got the quick queen quill. You guys are unbelievable.
Yeah,
Okay.
I came up with like the fast one, and then Kuni came up with the faster quick kill. It was pretty sick.
It's fun to think right now that the last one we just had, imagine if we both had a high Ruxton and we both got a fast Queen of Quills quick kill, this could have been like something 31-40 for both of us right now.
Yeah.
Imagine doing double world record in a final tournament.
What did me in, like, so I actually had good RNG in that last one, except for Colossus. I lost like 11 seconds in that fight.
Yeah,
Because I was like, I had the green one dead, and then he came down and did the, so they kicked him and did the hedgehog Sonic thing. And I'm like,
yeah. I
no.
thought you had him. I thought you had him for sure there, and then all of a sudden he came up with another move, and I was.
Other than that, I can't complain. I got pretty good RNG in that run.
Yeah, I think Kuni, you got a low Ruxton again on your second one, right?
Yeah, I think I used all of my high Ruxton luck and practice, I think. And also, I tried to use the special curse words. Like,
Alright.
hello, this is me, Spinder, but he wasn't listening. He knew I was faking.
Yeah, I know. It happens.
Hey, well, it probably won't matter in the near future, I guess. So that'll be good.
Ooh, can't wait for the future tournaments. Like, this was a really, really fun and quick tournament, to be honest. Like, this is so-called the opening tournament, right? I think when we started the tournament, the world record was like something 31:28, I think. So considering we have brought it down over half a second in just a 3 months' time, I think this is really, really insane. And we have a lot of more seconds to bring it down as well.
Yeah, because it was 31-40 something at the end of the last tournament.
Yeah.
And we should find out what it was at the start because the tournament took forever. It was like 40 minutes. No, it was probably like 36 something, I bet, or like 35 when it started. That's how long it took.
Oh, the
Oh, you
last
mean for
one?
the very first tournament?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, the very first tournament, the world record was, I think it was by count creep, it was 33:30, if I'm not mistaken. He was the first seed.
And then we
Wow.
ended at I think we ended at 31-40 something then, right? So.
I
That's
don't
pretty
think
big.
I don't think we got under 32 because I
No,
remember
we did because, I mean, even 2C got sub 32 in the race against you.
Oh yeah, I got like a few days before and I got 31:40.
Yeah, he was only like a few seconds off of your record and there's a 40 something. So.
He was 0.3 seconds behind the world record when he clutched me. I never
Yeah.
forget to see the monster.
What a beast.
What a beast. Yeah, Cooney's actually right. Count Creep used to have the world record at the 33:26.
Rip count creep.
Rip.
Rest in pieces.
Maybe him and the Mexican runner will come back.
No, the Mexican runner even said at GDQ he's not coming back.
He's done.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
He
But we're
plays
gonna-
Battletoads and then he plays new games like that just came out. So
I respect it.
yeah.
Yeah.
He's a beast.
Understandable.
Hey, I'm gonna head out, Cooney. I just wanted to say thanks again. I mean, that was a sick run. Congrats, and thanks for the commentary, guys, and Speed Gaming for helping us out with the tournament. It's pretty sick.
GG to you too, man. Was super fun.
GG Entu.
No problem. It was an honor and a privilege. Do you guys have any parting words for our viewers?
Shout out to everybody in the community, the Messenger community, the Bamboo Gang, everybody. I love you guys. You guys are amazing. Please keep supporting the game. If anybody in the chat wants to pick up the game, we have an amazing community. We have some guides. We have a lot of data you can kind of, I don't know, perceive to get good at the game. That don't hesitate to start running the game because we have a lot to improve because the community, some of test right now, is under 30 minutes. So in that case, if you're thinking that, okay, I'm never gonna get to that thing, so don't even worry. We have a lot to go.
Yeah, and it can be even faster than that, honestly, with new strats and everything.
Definitely.
Sub
Also
30 hype.
huge. Sorry.
I just said sub 30 hype. That's all.
But yo, huge shout out to Speed Gaming as well. Thank you for pairing up with us. Thank you for allowing us to host this amazing tournament. You guys are amazing as well. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks to you, Cooney, for putting this together. Because
Teamwork, baby.
tournament-
Teamwork.
This tournament was your baby.
No, it was your baby. That means you're not supposed to play in your own tournament and disqualify.
But no, because I'm here to see fair play. But you know, this wouldn't have happened without you. You know,
Thanks.
starting the ball
Thanks.
rolling. We've made a determined effort to make sure that this one went more smoothly than the last one. It's gone much more smoothly. I think this should be the format that we stick with going forward.
Definitely. Can't wait
But
for
we
the
are open
feedback.
to suggestions.
Yeah, we're always open for suggestions.
But I gotta bounce as well. Thank you so much for the commentary. Thank you guys for sticking around. I hope to see you guys around. Take care.
Yeah, thanks again. See you guys.
And thanks, you guys.
Thank you, everybody. Have a wonderful day.
That's it for the 8-bit No Out of Bounds tournament. Gonna get one going pretty soon. Don't know if it's gonna be 8-bit next time, but like I said, you saw the Discord. Drop by, say hello. We're happy to see you. Speed Gaming, thanks. Dream Hazard, thanks. Kaibot, thanks. And that's all for me. Good night.
Hey, guys. Big stuff coming out. Stay tuned.